Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video I am in Italy, in the middle of this breathtaking landscape between vineyards and the rolling hills of Tuscany. And to continue the Italian theme, I have with me the Maserati Grecale. So I've done a similar Italian themed video before where I was driving the Fiat 124 Spider. If you have not seen that video, I will drop that link in the description below. But coming back to the Maserati, I know that some Indian mainstream media have actually recently done plenty of videos on the Grecale. Let me be honest that this is a Maserati which I have hired and it has not been given to me by Maserati. So you can expect a lot of positive as well as negative feedback where I don't need to be always very sweet about the car. So let's talk about the platform. Initially this was codenamed the M182 and this is the Giorgio platform. It is having its platform sharing with a couple of cousins, which would be the Alfa Romeo Stelvio and also the Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is the 2-liter turbocharged hybrid engine and I am not a big fan of it, especially when the car is having a good amount of passengers in it and fully loaded with luggage. This just doesn't move the way it should. However, you know, it is the time of downsizing and small engines producing big power. That is the trend these days. In that category, it is still not a very good engine. It does sound good in certain RPM range, but not always. It is a good singing engine and we are on some very rewarding roads. The way it handles, it is unlike any other SUV should. And I have driven the Alfa Romeo Stelvio back in Austria and I faintly remember it to be similarly good, but the Maserati experience really sprinkles its magic on this SUV. As we enter a S-shaped curve, moving into some really high speeds in third gear. And I'll tell you, I think it's the Tuscany magic which is making me really enjoy this moment more than the car. Let me tell you that we are not running on a good set of tires currently, though it's a Michelin setup, but these are winter tires on a very hot sunny day and it's almost 33 degrees Celsius outside. Yeah, so it's a good time to speak about the handling. I am right now in sport mode. There are only 3 modes. Right now I switched to the GT mode and it does loosen up a bit like a way the GT should. There is another mode which is the comfort mode, which softens up the suspension as well as the throttle response. What I like about this setup is there are only 3 modes. There is no economy mode. There is no Sport Plus above the Sport mode. So just 3 modes to select from and you are set. Back to Sport. Downshift. Yeah, downshift is not as fast as you would expect. This is the 8-speed gearbox. And yeah, I have driven faster cars. I own faster cars, but yeah, paddle shifters are really rewarding. It really ups the overall driving experience by multiple notches, and maybe they are just cut from a Ferrari. I think they're so good. It is deceptively spacious in here, and usually, when I'm filming videos, I attach the GoPro on the passenger side window out there, and this is one of the widest I had to reach to that GoPro of mine. So that gives a sense of spaciousness, which is again deceptive for the size of what the Grecale is supposed to be. So one thing really works for the Grecale is the way it has managed the interior space. That is 10 on 10. When it comes to the design, again, typical Italian flair can be visible when it comes to design. And for me, in this interior, the highlight of the interior is this clock. It is probably the best interpretation of modernizing the clock of automotive dashboard in a way it is acceptable to the older generation as well as celebrated by the newer generation. The screen is very smooth, and this is something which the previous generation FCA products and Maserati, including the Jeep, and so they have really corrected this and made it joy to operate. While digitization of this is accepted, in a Maserati I would have preferred some proper dials for my cockpit, and this is something which is again the instrument cluster, which is, some people like digital, but like the way the paddle shifters have been shaped and the way they feel, I would have loved some continuity of the dials in the instrument cluster. What I again love is the steering wheel, which is fantastic to operate, and it does feel absolutely fantastic. The haptics are right and spot on. Again, the continuity of that being associated with the Ferrari brand is there. You have the start-stop engine button out here and the drive selector out here, which is, this is the sport mode, yeah. So this is again feeling very handy and very useful. Not many modes again is a good thing. So this is what I feel about the interior of the Maserati Grecale. Now let's just summarize our thoughts, shall we? So globally, the Grecale is positioned opposite cars like the BMW X4 or the Porsche Macan. But in India, the way it is priced, it pushes itself into an unknown territory, into a territory of much superior cars, and that is where the problem lies. But if you still would want to buy something which is having a lot more flair and a lot more flamboyance and cannot afford the larger brother, the Levante SUV, only then you might want to consider the Grecale. And on that note, thank you for watching.